Hello, Anna here. So I got a text message from Main Squeeze, which is a juice company. I think a chain juice company. And it said that if you get a cleanse, then you could get a free 24-ounce protein smoothie. So I was like, mm, mm, I like smoothies. Who doesn't need protein, the building blocks of your body? And so I was like, okay. So I looked to see, because, main squeeze is kind of expensive to me. And so I looked to see, um, what type of cleanses you could get. And so I saw one that had three juices in it, it was designed to be like a 1 day fast kind of during the day. So you could have one for breakfast, lunch, and snack. And then they said you should eat, a healthy dinner or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I'll get that one because that was the least expensive one they had. And then I could get my free smoothie because if you say free, I mean, that's how they was trying to hook me in and got me in there. And so there, where I live, there was a blizzard over the weekend, I think Monday too. And so the streets are still really bad, but I had to get out. And so I was like, I was ready to go home, but I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the juice from Main Squeeze since I don't have to get the three juices. So I get there and then there's a sign that says for you to get the free smoothie that there's a minimum of six. Let me bait bait and switch. Is that really what we doing now, Main Squeeze? So I asked the cashier, who was really nice, really nice. I was like, well, I looked at the offer again because I was like, I don't think I saw that there. And I was like, well, that's not a term. It did say like there might be some limitations. Is that, and so I was like, it doesn't say that here. And I'm like, these three, it's under you know, um, the cleanse section. Do you think that you would still be able to honor the offer if I got the three? Would your manager, I'm like, are you the manager? She said, no. I was like, would your, manager honor it? And she was like, I don't think that my manager could do that. And I said, oh, okay. So I didn't want to, it's not, I didn't want to I need to see, I didn't want to Karen about it. So I was like, it did say that there might be some limitations. So I was like, okay, but I didn't think it would be whatever. So I was like, again, now mind you, it's still very Rosebud at everything. So I had specifically went there and I was ready to go home. I was tired and I was like, okay, I'm going to go and get these juices. So I was like, you know what? I'm determined. I'm going to get the juices and, I've done all this, so we might as well just go ahead and, get the 6-pack or whatever. And so the young lady, she let me sample all of them that I wanted to sample. Now, I had been there, how I got the text message was because I've been there one time before. And so I was fasting, and on the fast, I was allowing myself only juice that I myself had juiced. And so I wanted to get some type of, healthier juice. I was like, I wonder if there's any juice bars around here. And I remember that on my walks, I had seen one not too far. And so I had gotten to a point where I didn't have any more juice and I didn't have time to make any. And so I was like, oh, I need one for one night because I was going to I teach a class. I was going to teach a class that evening and I needed one for dinner that night. And then I was like, I need one in the morning and then I'll have time to be able to prepare more. So I went to look at I was like, let me look it up. So I looked it up and they were like $10.95 each. And I said, oh no. They were like, I was like, no, I don't think so. I get my fruit from Costco. It's very cost effective. I got this wonderful juicer. I used to have another juicer where the chute was small, where you couldn't fit a lot of fruit, or it was hard to fit the fruit in. You had to really cut it down. But I got a new juicer from Amazon, which was affordable and really nice. It has a large chute and everything. So I was like, but I'm like, I can't, if I don't get it, then I'm going to break my fast. And I don't want to break my fast. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get one. And I was like, okay, no, you need two. You need two. You need one for dinner and you need one for breakfast tomorrow. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just get the two. You're worth it. Treat yourself, and you don't want to break your fast. It's worth it. So I was doing a 3-day fast in that particular instance, a 3-day juice fast for spiritual reasons. And so I was like, okay. So I get in there. This is when I first went to Main Squeeze. I get in there, and mind you, I wanted two. And I was hesitating, and I was like, no, I'm going to get it, even though it's like almost $25. and I make it for a lot less myself. But I was like, no, we're going to just go ahead and get it. I get in there. Do you know they had one particular juice that was 2 for $1? And I think they might have had 2 left. To my recollection, they had 2 left. And I got in there. I said, look at God. Look at God. It's showing up and showing out. I was like, okay, the 2 for 1. And so that was how I got introduced to Main Squeeze. And then that's how I got the text message, because I signed up for the point system or whatever. And so I was determined. I was in there and I was like, you know what? We're going to just go ahead and get the expensive juices so I can get this free smoothie, which is okay. And so I could get the free smoothie or whatever, because I was like, I was committed at that point. I was like, I had too much skin in the game. Like, I gone all the way there. And then when I was pulling into the sidewalk to go to the parking lot, it felt like my car might be stuck. And I was like, if my car is stuck, then it's no way that I came all the way here and got stuck and I didn't leave with no juice. And so I was like, I'm getting the juice. So I get the juice or whatever. So she lets me sample everything. I sample, she opens up all 6 or 7, 8 juices so I can sample the different ones. And so this is what I decided on. I got Remedy, and it has apple, ginger, turmeric, lemon, and black pepper. I thought that was pretty good. And then I have Burn, which is apple, lime, ginger, and jalapeno. And I was a little thrown off by the jalapeno, but I like it. It wasn't bad at all. And so this one is Vitality, that has zucchini, pineapple, kale, apple, and spinach. And I like this one. And then this one is called Youth, and it has carrot, pineapple, turmeric root, and lime. Okay. And then this one is Vision, and it has apple, carrot, pineapple, lemon, beet, and ginger. And so got that. I actually got 2 of these. So that made the 6 was 2 of these. And so I was like, I'm just going to go ahead. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. So I treated myself, and because I've been wanting to juice. I've started juicing just for nutrients, to make sure that I get nutrients from fruits and vegetables if I'm not getting in all my servings of fruits and vegetables. So, and I try to load it more with vegetables and just not as many fruit, just so it's lower sugar and things like that. But I've been enjoying juicing a lot. I just haven't had any time to do it. So, when they gave me my bait and switch lure or whatever, I was like, oh, I'm going to go get it. And alas, I ended up spending like $72. And so, but I did get this free. I think the protein smoothie, a regular smoothie is like a 24-ounce smoothie is like $10.95. A protein smoothie is $11.95. And then they also do like acai bowls, and I don't know what else they do, but I did take some footage while I was there. So I'll put that at the end of this video. But that's all I wanted to share with you, is that, if you're in a pinch and you want some juice, try Main Squeeze. Aside from the bait and switch, it's pretty tasty. And apparently they have in-store promotions like that day that I went and I needed 2. And look at God, there was 2 for 1.